Hey, Tom Hegna here. Make sure you subscribe to my podcast, Financial Freedom with Tom Hegna. It's available on all major podcast platforms. Here's what we got coming up this week.
What we should be talking about, Tom, and I appreciate being able to have this discussion with you and your audience, and that is, there's a bigger question you need to pose, particularly when you're taking withdrawals. Evaluate, maybe for the first time, what kind of loss can you live with? That's number one. Number two, go back to see, how did your account treat you first quarter 2025, 2022, 2008? Go back to see what your account did to you. Do you want that to happen again? But if you don't know what it did before, you're not prepared for what it might do again when it upchucks seriously as you're trying to take money out and live to 100. So let's figure out what kind of loss you can live with, and then apply our formula is active strategies, where the account, it may be very aggressive, or maybe let's say it's 5% cash, 95% invested. That's pretty typical, right? But instead of staying static, where you're set up to live with the losses, let's put it in a situation where it's actively managed. So remember the movie, there's one out now, Karate Kid, right? Wax on, wax off. In '08, what you wanted to do after you saw what happened is not just stay 5% cash, 95% invested. You would want to, now that hindsight's 2020, for your portfolio to be increased from 5% cash maybe to 100% cash in 2008. That way you might see the significant reduction in your losses, and I'm talking about maybe a 50% less loss. So if the market's off 37 and the vaulted no-load mutual funds are off over 40%, as they were, and your account's off less than 20%, well, you only need 25% to get back to even. And if it is the case that the next year you net that 25, 26% after only losing 20 or less in the first year, you're back to even in a year or two. The other portfolios that stayed static, 5% cash, 95% invested, took on average 4 to 5 years to get back to even. So I'm trying to be the canary in the coal mine, as I was back in 06, 07, before the financial crisis, to say to folks, listen, it's not about the prophecy, it's all about the preparation. And I just don't want to see people kicked in the assets when they didn't have to be.